Let's get right into it. Number 1. Blue-ringed octopus. Let's start with something that looks harmless but is pure nightmare fuel. The blue-ringed octopus. Picture this. You're exploring tide pools and you spot a tiny octopus, barely the size of a golf ball, flashing neon blue rings like it's showing off. It's beautiful, mesmerizing, and deadly. This little creature carries enough venom to kill over 24 adults in minutes, and there's no antidote. The bite is so painless, you might not even notice it, until your lips go numb, your muscles stop working, and you're trapped in your own body, fully conscious but unable to move or call for help. The only way to survive is if someone breathes for you, manually, for hours until the toxin wears off. People have picked them up for selfies thinking they're cute and paid the ultimate price. The blue rings are nature's warning sign. Back off or else. It's a perfect example of how the most dangerous things in nature often come in the smallest, most beautiful packages. So next time you see those glowing blue rings, remember, look, don't touch. Number 2. Giant hogweed. If you ever see a plant that looks like a giant Queen Anne's lace, towering over your head with umbrella-shaped clusters of white flowers, don't get curious, get away. That's giant hogweed, and it's basically nature's chemical weapon disguised as a wildflower. The sap of this plant contains phototoxic compounds called furanocoumarins. If you get any on your skin and then step into sunlight, you're in for a world of pain. The reaction can cause severe burns, blistering, and scars that last for years. Some people have even been left with permanent sensitivity to sunlight, meaning a single encounter can change your life forever. Kids have used the hollow stems as makeshift telescopes or swords, only to end up in the hospital. Even brushing against the leaves can be enough to trigger a reaction. Giant hogweed was brought to gardens for its impressive size, but now it's spreading in the wild, waiting for the next unsuspecting hiker or gardener. If you see a plant that looks too big to be real with thick, bristly stems and purple blotches, don't touch it. Just back away and warn others. Number 3. Cone snail. Imagine strolling along a tropical beach collecting seashells when you spot a shell so beautiful it looks like it belongs in a jewelry store. But inside that shell could be a cone snail, one of the ocean's most dangerous assassins. This snail isn't just pretty. It's armed with a harpoon, like tooth that can shoot out faster than you can blink. If you pick it up and it feels threatened, it can stab you and inject a venom so potent that it's been called the cigarette snail, because if it stings you, you might only have time for one last smoke. The venom is a complex cocktail that can paralyze your muscles, stop your breathing, and kill you in a matter of hours. There's no anti-venom, and all doctors can do is try to keep you alive until the toxins wear off. Some victims have described the pain as so intense, they begged for their limbs to be amputated. So next time you're tempted to pocket a beautiful shell, remember, sometimes the most stunning things in nature are the most lethal. Admire from a distance and leave the cone snail where it belongs. Number 4. Golden poison dart frog deep in the rainforests of Colombia. There's a frog so small it could sit on your fingertip. But it's one of the deadliest creatures on the planet. The golden poison dart frog is a neon yellow warning sign from nature itself. Its skin is coated with batrachotoxin, a chemical so powerful that just touching the frog with a cut or scratch on your skin can be fatal. Indigenous people have used this toxin for centuries, carefully rubbing their blowgun darts on the frog's back to create weapons that can bring down monkeys, birds, or even humans with a single scratch. What's wild is that these frogs aren't born poisonous. They get their toxins from eating certain insects in the wild. In captivity, on a different diet, they're harmless. But in their natural habitat, a single frog carries enough poison to kill 10 grown adults. Their bright color isn't just for show. It's a warning. Don't touch me. So if you ever find yourself in the rainforest and spot a tiny glowing yellow frog, resist the urge to pick it up. Sometimes the most beautiful things are the most. Box jellyfish. You're swimming in crystal clear tropical waters, feeling weightless and free when suddenly you feel a faint brush against your leg. You look around and see nothing, just the gentle sway of the ocean. But what you can't see might be the most dangerous thing in the sea, the box jellyfish. Nearly invisible, with tentacles stretching up to 10 feet long, this jellyfish is armed with millions of microscopic harpoons loaded with venom. The sting is instant agony, described by survivors as being burned and electrocuted at the same time. The venom attacks your heart, nervous system, and skin cells all at once. Some victims go into cardiac arrest within minutes, and even if you survive, the pain can last for weeks, leaving scars both physical and mental. The box jellyfish isn't just drifting aimlessly, it can swim, and it's actively hunting. In Australia, beaches are sometimes closed because of box jellyfish sightings, and lifeguards keep bottles of vinegar on hand to treat stings. If you see warning signs or jellyfish nets, take them seriously. In the ocean, what you can't see can absolutely... Manchineel tree. Imagine walking along a sun-drenched Caribbean beach, searching for shade, when you spot a tree with inviting green leaves and what look like tiny apples. It's tempting to rest beneath it or even taste the fruit, but this is the Manchineel tree, often called the tree of death. Every part of this tree is toxic. The fruit, sometimes called beach apples, can cause your throat to swell shut and your digestive tract to feel like it's on fire. The sap is so caustic that a single drop can blister your skin, and if it gets in your eyes, it can cause temporary blindness. Even standing under the tree during a rainstorm is dangerous, as water dripping from the leaves can carry enough toxins to burn your skin. Locals often paint red rings around the trunks as a warning, but not every tree is marked. Indigenous people once used the sap to poison arrows and as a form of torture. Even burning the wood releases toxic smoke that can blind or injure you. If you see a tree with small green apples on a tropical beach, admire it from a distance. Never touch. Number 7. In the dense forests of South America, there's a creature that looks almost harmless, a fuzzy, camouflaged caterpillar blending in with tree bark and leaves. But the Lonomia caterpillar is a silent killer. Its body is covered in tiny, venomous spines that inject a powerful toxin when touched. The real danger? You might not even realize you've brushed against one until hours later, when your body starts to bleed uncontrollably. The venom prevents your blood from clotting, turning even a small scratch into a life-threatening emergency. People have died from internal bleeding after a single encounter. Locals have a saying, if a snake bites you, you might make it to the hospital. If a Lonomia stings you, you'd better already be there. The symptoms can escalate quickly: bruising, nosebleeds, blood in urine, and in severe cases, organ failure. There's an anti-venom, but it's rare and only effective if given fast. The Lonomia is proof that danger in nature doesn't always roar or flash bright colors. Sometimes it hides in plain sight, waiting for an accidental touch. In the wild, it's not always the biggest or loudest creatures you need to fear.